This film is part of the third series of Bunyan Hidden Highlights, in which we explore artifacts or themes from the John Bunyan Museum and Library in greater detail. Our autumn series began on the 1st of July with a film about an apple barn near Bedford Castle, which was purchased by John Bunyan and a number of other local people in 1672 as a safe place for a persecuted church to gather for worship. They built their first church building about 30 years later, and Bunyan Meeting Church still worships on the same site today. The film remains available on the museum and church website, and there are more delights to come. What connection do these two Victorian contemporaries have with Bunyan Meeting Church in Bedford? The gentleman on the left was a renowned sculptor of his day, while the other was a titled aristocrat. The answer lies in 10 scenes from the Pilgrim's Progress written by John Bunyan, which are intricately created in bronze and can be seen today on the entrance doors to the church. On the day in July 1876, when the bronze doors were unveiled, a special service was held in the church, which was packed to overflowing, led by the minister, Dr. John Brown. A highlight that evening was the Bunyan Choir singing the Hallelujah chorus from Handel's Messiah. So, how did these unique doors come about? The story, which commenced during the 1830s with a field study visit to the city of Florence in northern Italy, will unfold in another film of the Hidden Highlights series by John Pestle, museum volunteer and committee member, to be shown from the 1st of September. We all know about John Bunyan as the preacher and prisoner of conscience, as well as the writer of the Pilgrim's Progress. But what about his early life and training as a tinker? He was highly skilled in his craft and in fact made this exquisite iron violin, which is still held in our collection. In what ways, if any, did his early life mold his character and beliefs? And can we see this reflected in his later work? In a film that comes out on the 1st of October, Alison King, a museum volunteer, looks at John Bunyan's humble beginnings and how he grew to be the preacher and prisoner of conscience whose story we know today. Bunyan wrote his most famous work, The Pilgrim's Progress, at a perfect time to reach people with its message. The technology of printing and the craft of bookbinding meant that it was now possible to disseminate the Christian message very widely. Books, which had been the treasured possessions of the wealthy, were now available to all. The Reverend Christopher Damp, minister of Bunyan Meeting Church, member of the Museum and Friends Committees, and also a trained bookbinder, explores how books were made and their impact on people's lives across the globe. This film is based on a fascinating demonstration of different bookbindings given at the church and will be shown from the 1st of November. One of the most famous facts about the Puritans is that they abolished Christmas. What is less well known is why they were suspicious of the season. The celebration of the Christ child had been grafted onto an ancient pagan festival, and many pagan practices were then, as now, part of the festivities. It was a time of debauchery and drunkenness for many, with little regard for the Christian message. In addition, the Bible doesn't say very much about the birth of Jesus, and nothing at all about something called Christmas Day. But people still hankered after the old ways, and the mix of pagan and Christian celebration is still around today. Janet Wotton, a member of the Bunyan Meeting Church and on the committee of the Museum and Friends, invites you to a Dissenter's Christmas, the film available from the 1st of December. All the films will remain on the website, joining the earlier series to build into a collection available to visitors to the website and also as resources for schools or visiting groups. Anne-Marie, who runs the basement at Bunyan, is also focusing her popular craft workshops on some of the skills and themes revealed in the films. For more information, contact Anne-Marie. We hope you find enjoyment and inspiration in these hidden highlights. Please visit our website, donate, or join the Friends of the Museum and Library. And if you can, come to visit our church and museum.